We are 5 days away from leaving for our trip. And for the last 2 weeks, I've actually been practicing living with only the things that we're going to bring with us. And in that process, I learned a few things. One, I realized some of my original system wasn't going to work well for me. So as you can see, there's a new bag here. So I'm going to take you through some of the changes and like a little update. I might not go through every single thing as long as it's the same, but by some like voodoo magic of geometry, I don't know how it's possible. So my last backpack, the bigger one on my back, was a 40-liter backpack from REI, which I really like. It's a great backpack. I've done it. I've used it backpacking and it's been great. And I think the 40 liters of that might include the stretchy material because it is substantially smaller in the internal capacity than this one. And this is only a 35-liter pack. So this is the Cotopaxi, if you can see it, Alpa 35. I was at REI again and I tried out the Patagonia Black Hole. I tried out the same version of the backpack that Nathan's using, which for the female is the Fairpoint 55 and the Fairpoint 40. And then I tried out those are both from Osprey. I tried out another one from Osprey. I tried out the 42-liter version of this, which I was like, this is crazy. It's only 2 liters bigger, but it was way bigger. So that's how I ended up here. There is a lot to really like about this bag. Maybe what I don't love is it's a little high vis in terms of comparison to my black backpack, but I still like the color. So there's a couple of features that were really important to me. One, I needed a hip belt, and I won't lie, the hip belt on this one isn't as good as the other one, but it's there and it's decent. The other thing that I wish this had that the other one had was load lifters, but it's ended up being a pretty comfortable pack. And the third thing that this pack doesn't have is the compression straps here and here. And as we go through the winter and we are no longer going to have some of our winter gear, this bag is actually going to be a little too big. So I guess that means either I'll have some extra room, maybe I could buy a souvenir or two on this trip, or I could have some more clothes because I think I counted. I think I have like 20 pieces of clothes total, which is a pretty minimalist wardrobe. But anyway, let me take you through some of the stuff. So this right now, I have this set up as if this was a travel day. Now, what I keep in my Sling, which is a leather shoulder bag from Quince, not sponsored, please call me. I would love for Quince to sponsor me. But this is set up for a travel day. Now, what I would do on like a tourist day, the interior would be different, but I'll show you really quickly what is on a travel day. A charging cable, the remaining pieces of our mic, eye mask, a blow-up neck pillow. I kind of poo-pooed this, but this actually is pretty great, and it's way smaller than those foam ones. My glasses case with regular glasses and sunglasses. You'll notice this is a change. This was an old version of Nathan's, and he's letting me use it. 2 travel games. I've showed you those before. The rest of the mic system, AirPods, EpiPens, earplugs. This is called an AirFly that makes my AirPods work inside of a plane. A battery bank. This is just some cheapy one from Amazon, and this has been really great. It actually has the plug. Technically, I guess I could maybe take the other one out but this is so short. It has the plug that we need, and this has been really good. I think it's like $20. I recommend this. It's called a Inu. I think we have it on our Amazon store. A pen, a Kindle, which we get our books from Libby, which is free from the library. This is a little bag that has like lip gloss, Aquaphor, a little thing of perfume oil in it. And then the last thing is my passport wallet that has passport, credit cards. You want to know something dumb? We got international driver's permit, and these doofuses make them too big for a passport wallet. You had one job, like what's the deal? Anyway, I'm annoyed. I did decide to go with a smaller water bottle. The one that I have is great, and I am going to keep it and put it in storage, but this one is the same as Nathan's. It's just, it fits in my sling and the other one doesn't. So on a day-to-day basis, this is just more usable. And we know from experience that they're bear proof, because we actually had a bear bite one when we were camping once, which is a crazy story for another day. Okay, now, so I already told you about my backpack. I don't have anything in this pocket. I don't think that this is a useful pocket for me, but this right here, this one, I'm calling this my junk drawer. In my junk drawer, I have my silicone collapsible dish that has all the condiments and stuff in it, a big thing of Aquaphor that just doesn't fit in my toiletry bag, my toiletry bag, which is busting at the edges because there's a few things in here I'm trying to use up before I go on my trip. It does close, and it will close, especially once I get some of those bigger things used up. And then in here is another bag. This is where, so interesting thing. So some of the things that we have are consumable, which again, might give me a little extra room. So these are my multivitamins, and these are like wellness, basically immunity supplements, which I'm going to force us to take on travel days. And my trusty dusty, this thing has come in so handy. Nathan tried to cut off the tip of his finger the other day, and I steri stripped him clothes and didn't need stitches. I sewed up a tear in clothing the other day. I used one of the lances to extract something. Like, this thing has been amazing. The world's tiniest and most effective emergency kit. So that's everything in my junk drawer. I do like that this has an external water bottle pouch and that it lays so flat, but you have to have a pretty slim water bottle. Okay, another couple cool features of this bag. The carrying handles are really good. There's a carry handle on the top, on the side, and on the back, which is great. Actually, and on the bottom. There's 4 of them. That's really nice. So the other good news about today, this would be like a travel day, but I don't even have all of the winter gear on. So I wanted to make sure that my boots and my jackets and my scarves and my hats would fit inside, if it needed to be, inside my bag, which everything does. And I love this feature. So this is my dirty clothes, which I'm planning. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do this, but these are my pajamas. But this right here might be my favorite feature. So I used to use a large packing cube and I put the clothes in like a filing cabinet, but now this is its own packing cube. This has been really nice. So if I open this up, this is every single piece of clothing. This is jackets, so down jacket. And if you want to reference most of my clothes from the other video, and not much has changed. My trench coat, 2 long sleeve shirts, bras and underwear. This is a cashmere scarf. This is new. Patient gave me a beautiful scarf. I wore that yesterday. I love it. Turtleneck, button down chambray shirt. This is my other shirt and sweater. I have a short romper, a long romper. Then I have 3 silk dresses. One that's green, that is more casual. 2 black silk ones. One that's a little more casual. One that I'm putting in here for a black tie wedding we're going to in March, which, by the way, if you have to do a formal, silk is the way to go. It packs down so tiny, so tiny. I have fleece line leggings, regular leggings, 3 pairs of wide leg pants. That's just the style that I like. I have a blue pair, a black pair, and a really, really lightweight black pair. 1 pair of black joggers. I have a silk nightgown for a second set of pajamas. Also, my pajamas that I wore last night will double as workout clothes, as with my leggings. And then I think that, and 1 belt. So that's everything in here. Now, like I said, this is kind of like its own set of packing cubes. I really don't have anything in this one right now. Oh, let me finish zipping this up. Okay. It is heavy. I'm not going to lie. It's heavy. Okay. I don't have anything in this. Maybe this could be my dirty clothes. That's something to think about. I'm still learning. And then this is what I use for my shoes and like cold weather gear and stuff like that. So my one sun hat, Nathan's gonna make fun of me. The green one obviously didn't make the cut. It's not practical, but I really wish it did because I love that hat. Tote bag. This we use for laundry, groceries, going around. If I need something bigger than a sling, this, although bulky, because it's so sturdy, I think this is totally worth it. And it doesn't look too dumpy. I don't know, it's kind of nice. Then I have switched out my sandals. I was bringing Birkenstocks, but I wanted something that looked a little more polished and that took up a little bit less room. So I did invest in a new pair of shoes, and I really like how tiny these are. And they have a memory foam base, also from Quince. I'm telling you, Quince should sponsor me. And they're like a comfy slide, but they look a little bit more put together. We'll see. You know, mistakes could be made. My Blundstone boots have my socks and my mittens shoved inside of them. Then we have my cashmere hat, my cashmere lined leather gloves. These actually are going to go inside the mittens for the Olympics, so they're extra warm. You just have to use lots of layers. We're not going to be cute, that's for sure. But you can't have like this big bulky coat and then it has to be usable in multiple ways. So lots of layers. This is probably excessive, but it's what we had left. These are all of the laundry sheets and the laundry line. I have been practicing doing some laundry in hotels. I think I've gotten pretty good at it. So we, once in a while when we're at an Airbnb, we might have access to a washing machine, but I'm not going to count on it. And so I'm a savvy person. I can do my own laundry. So there you go. Oh, shoes back in. I think this backpack is pretty fantastic. And I'm not cramming everything in. Like I have kind of, oh, tote bag. I have some extra room. Let's try this as a dirty laundry. Testing out my hamstring flexibility right now. So you just close it up like a clam. So it is under a bit of duress, but not too bad considering this is a year of my life packed in. See, that wasn't bad. I didn't have to like sit on it or anything. And then over here, clipped to my sling bag, are 3 of these little carabiners that have locking mechanisms on them. So like you can take your bag and you can lock it. And there's also a safety feature on this zipper. Where oh, I forgot. This is also a great feature. This is where my iPad is. And it's padded. It's so easy to open and close. And then this goes through. So it's just harder for people to get it open. That one's cool too. And you can store the hip pads in here and the shoulder pads in here if you are going to check the bag so they don't get all caught up in the, so you unhook them and there's a hole here and a hole here. So you store them away and then you just put it down on the carousel like this and it won't get all caught up in the, what's this called? The machines. So yeah, I'm really happy with this one. And I'm going to lock this up. So you take your little locks. So, and you can either go 2 together. I think this makes more sense to do 2 together like that. And then you turn this little thing and now it's just a pain. And I can look, this one doesn't have the locking mechanism, but I can still do it via the little tab like this. Lock it closed. And it just is a deterrent. It's going to make it inconvenient for someone to try and steal this. Isn't that cool? I'm going to put it on so you can see it on the whole setup. Okay. I like to put the sling on first. Nathan thinks that's weird. boom. It's not that heavy.